Many people still trying to put pieces of their lives back together after that tornado that moved through Mobile on Christmas. Well, one local woman has come up with a very unique way to raise money for the tornado victims. She's selling crisis crosses. They're beautiful pieces of handmade art made from wood from local houses damaged in the storm. And this morning, Carrie Arnsberg, we just talked about this. I said, I know I'm going to mess your name up because it looks Arnsberg. Carrie Arnsberg is here, and she's going to show you some of these crisis crosses now that we've gotten your name right. And as I mentioned, they're absolutely beautiful when you brought these in. I was just amazed about the detail, the work that goes into these. First, though, let's talk about how you got involved in this. A good friend of yours was affected by the tornado.
Yes, a good friend of mine, his house was completely destroyed and just in crumbles. And we went over there that day to help him kind of clean up, and I realized that there's only so much I can do. I can't take trees out of your house. I can't move all your furniture out for you and rebuild your house. So this was kind of my way of something that I could do to give back to the community.
And as I mentioned, these are beautiful.
Thank you.
They're painted on salvaged pieces of wood from different parts of the community that were affected by the tornado. So you started these the day after?
Yeah, well, I thought the day after we went to his house, and you know, I just started thinking about, okay, well, this is kind of a cool thing to do. I was looking at all these piles of wood on the floor from people's houses. So I thought it was a good thing if I could pick up the wood, you know, tag it where it was from, and then, you know, create something of art, create a work of art that gives people hope and a memory of rebuilding.
Absolutely. And you mentioned that this one, Trinity. So it's very interesting, and you said each one is marked where it's from.
Yeah.
So where do you get all of this? Do you just have a lot of wood that you've gotten from certain areas, and because you're continually producing these crosses?
I mean, if you've been down to the Midtown area, you know that there is a lot of wood scraps all over from all the damage. And so, you know, I've had my husband and my best friends and everybody go out and gather wood with me, and we've gone to all these streets. And I'm sure people think I'm crazy looking through their trash pile picking up pieces of wood.
No.
But yeah, I've been around all the streets, and people are so nice and want a piece of wood that come from their street. And we've had a lot of, you know, Murphy High School parents coming to buy them for their students that, you know, can no longer go to Murphy. So yeah, we've got plenty of wood.
Yeah, now, Murphy, that was one thing we just went over this past weekend. You know, the video, the pictures, just nothing like when you see it up close and personal. And I'm a Murphy alum. My grandmother went to Murphy, so it just tore me up when I saw that entire area. These pieces of crosses, these pieces of wood, how long does it take you to make each one? Talk about the work that goes into each of them.
Well, it really depends. We have so many different types of wood and different styles. This was the original design that we'd come up with. It was just the flat 2x4. But you know, there's so many different types of wood out there. And then we kind of started playing with more of the, you know, like fanned out textures. And so we take the wood, and these broken pieces, I like to keep broken because you can see, I mean, it looks like a damaged piece of a house. So I love the broken pieces, and we just take it and we add our texture to the cross, and it's all sprayed gold, and then we put a coat of paint on it with some gold.
So for anyone in the areas that were affected, this could be something that, you know, you could hold on to. Obviously a devastating day for so many people here in our area. Also, this is something, $25 for each cross, and you can help the victims rebuild. Now, how can they get in touch with you to get one of these?
I have a Facebook page called Berg Home, and through Berg Home you can find the crisis crosses, and order one. You can send me a direct message, and I'll get your order, and we are shipping out of town.
Okay, great.
So I'll get your order, and you can either pay me through PayPal or pay me when you come pick it up. But all of the money stays in our community and goes towards our local churches and families that had damaged homes.
And rebuilding.
Yes.
And again, she has a lot of wood, so if there's something that you want, maybe from a certain area, can they request? That is fantastic. All that information, contact information, is on our website. Just log on to fox10tv.com and look under the Studio 10 tab. Thank you so much for being here. These are beautiful, and this is a great idea. Now, it is the beginning of 2013.